As they say, all good things must come to an end. I drove pretty much straight home with a little 4-hour nap after my last day of mining. Had a little bit of a rock concert I was trying to get to last night. Some friends of mine from school did a 30-year reunion of their band at the bar that's 2 miles from my house. And when I left, everything was a lot more organized than this. As we got closer to the end of the trip, it was like, yeah, I need less room to move. Let's just keep loading up. So as you see, every bit of usable space has got either rocks or mining gear or garbage or pay dirt bags, sluices, just everywhere you look. Some of the stuff that started the trip in the back of my truck ended the trip in the camper to make more room for the ore that I brought home. So yeah, a lot to unpack, literally a lot to unpack. And my wife informs me that we're going camping this weekend. So I think I need to turn and burn here. She's at work today. The mail never stops, you know. And when she gets done with work, we're heading up to a family reunion. And then I don't know if we're just going to fish. Actually, where the family reunion is, I'm going to bring my gold kit because there's a creek there I've been wanting to test. It should be good. Might not be, but it should be. And she likes fishing up there, so we're gonna start with that, and then I don't know, we might just take this and wander off into the wilderness. I'm not a big fan of campgrounds on busy weekends, but I know a few spots I can park this where we shouldn't really see too much of anybody, where we can just kick back and enjoy ourselves and relax. So lots and lots to go through. Got to set the camper up because there's so much stuff in there. I need it up to get it out. And I can give it a quick cleaning. And then all of that stuff to go through. It's not a lot, but it's a lot. Remember, the pile was big at the beginning of the video, and it didn't get any smaller throughout the video. So came home with more of everything. So, all right, guys. Get into it. Okay, we'll do a short little teaser video for you guys this week. Well, I try to get back on track again with doing some steady weekly videos. I know I've fallen off a little this summer, but folks, I've been busy. I just got home from a week in Montana. I was out there with my son, the guys from Red Dirt Nation. I got to hang with Lord Shadow for a night. I was supposed to spend a couple days at his claim, and it just didn't work out. And then with where I had to be my last day there with Mr. Dave, it was diagonally almost all the way across the state, so it would have been a lot of driving for me. So we just chose not to go see Lord Shadow this trip. But I will be making a special trip back out there for that. In the meantime, in this video, we're gonna unpack. I'm gonna lay everything out, talk about what I found. I've got bags of pay dirt, I've got ore, I've got cool rocks, I've got pawn shop finds. But as I get this emptied out and ready to turn and burn, because the wife says I gotta be ready to go when she's home from work, we're gonna just make a short little teaser video to tell you about what's more to come. And I've got a lot of editing to put together and do to get my next at least 3 or 4 videos out, all from the content that's basically packed into this truck. So let me get the camper back in its little temporary home. That would be the dead spot in the yard there. And we will get it unpacked and go through all that stuff, talk about what's to come, and give you a little idea of what you can expect from my channel over the next few weeks. So stay tuned. It's going to be as good as I can do for what I got to work with today. Well, here's the aftermath. There's my Starlink. That's an old vacuum hose I brought that fits one of my water pumps. Pair of shoes, a gas can that I picked up, and it says right on the sticker, not a gas can, but it's one of the cool ones that has a vent and the rubber hose that screws into there. And of course, because of our new federal laws, that's not a legal gas can. But that's a gas can for sure. That's what it's going to be for the rest of its life. This was a tote that was full of mining stuff that kind of got emptied out and jammed all over in the camper so I could make room for other stuff. This is some stuff I picked up along the way. I got them 2 little Dream Mat mini sluices. They were at a pawn shop. And I was at the pawn shop looking specifically for a Rockford Fosgate car stereo amplifier, and I happened to find one. I found this subwoofer box at a garage sale. When we were tooling around, we stopped at a couple garage sales, and it needs a new grill, but there's a Fosgate sub inside of there that had a $50 price tag on it, and I couldn't pass it up. My daughter just got her license. She's got that cute little car right there, and she already asked me about putting some bass in it, so I hooked her up. I will be making sure to deduct that out of her next paycheck, but it's all good. She works hard for it. She's going to really enjoy that. Give it a good home. There's a cute little metal bender that I found at a garage sale. That's just going to go in the toolbox. Whatever I think I can use it for bending metal, I'll use it. This came from an antique store in Phillipsburg. That is a solid piece of copper. From the Anaconda area, I'm told. And it says 40, but the antique store was going out of business, so everything was on sale. And even my pawn shop finds, we set a little over $200 worth of stuff on the counter, and the guy charged me $150. So deals, deals, and more deals. Basically, when my daughter pays me back for the amp and the subwoofer, those sluices were free. And here is a crucible I picked up along the way. And if you look way down in there, there is actually gold in there. Now, parts of me want to melt it to get the gold out, but parts of me think it's just really cool to leave it just the way it is and have that as a conversation piece in the gold room. This is for sure going in the gold room or the YouTube room. Travis, Mr. Lone Horse 403 Prospector, hooked me up with a big old bag of pay dirt and a Canadian Harbor Freight bucket. Canadian Tire, that's like Canada's version of Harbor Freight, kinda. I guess they sell everything but tires, or they just sell tires too, but I don't know. That is a big pile of dirty laundry that is going directly to the washing machine after this video ends. I don't know if we talked about the Starlink, but that came in really handy. We had internet everywhere we needed it. All right, over here, we did that Spokane bar, if you watch my video. And I brought the same bag that I bought for myself. I bought another one for the wife and brought that home. And now that I think about it, somewhere in here, I haven't seen it yet. Maybe I got one more bucket to go through. We'll have to look. But there's another one of these with my tailings. Yeah, we'll figure that out in a minute here. But I bought her the cool little screen. I got to get the foam and the plywood, which I'll have to make that. This is actually a bag from North Carolina. I brought it with me. Wasn't sure if we were gonna pan through it while we were there, or if I was gonna give it maybe to somebody. And I ended up just bringing it home. This is my pile of cool rocks. These are all over Yellowstone River, Missouri River, Boulder Creek, different mine sites, the granite mine in Peaburg. Everywhere we found some cool rocks, they got grabbed up, and I wouldn't be surprised at all if I don't have some more rocks just kind of floating around here, there, and everywhere. We kind of think this one's a nodule, so I'm going to let the wife beat that with a hammer, see if she gets a gift. The butcher thinks that this is a bone from a calf, and I would tend to agree. It is not petrified, though. It is just been in the creek. Lots of cool stuff. You know, this is some ore. I don't exactly remember. I think this was from Phillipsburg. And probably some silver and gold in that ore. Got some quartz pieces, some granite pieces, some pieces I can't say the names of because I'm not that smart. This appears to have a whole lot of agate going on inside. Again, I brought all these home for the wife. Whatever she chooses to do with them, it's up to her. This one's got a little bit of agate going on in there. And then some petrified wood, some sedimentary rock. Look at that. Look at them colors. More of the same. And then this is a bucket of mud. This was from the bathtubs at Spokane Bar. They said we could take as much as we want, so I got a bag. Travis got a bag. I think Nick got a bag. We panned like a softball size out of there and found 5 or 6 really decent sized pieces at camp. So super impressed. Can't wait to go through this. It's probably going to be its own video because that is straight clay, pure mud, and it's going to take a while to break that down, and then thousands of gallons of clean water to wash it out. So this is a bucket of ore that I mined. I dug this about 60 feet down in a hole in the earth and chiseled it out. There you'll see a whole video on this when we go through it all. But this is what the ore looks like when it comes out. There are some bigger pieces. There are some smaller pieces. There's some good pieces. There's some bad pieces. We even had some pieces with visible gold right in them, and it wouldn't surprise me at all if I don't see some gold just picking through this. I know this piece for sure has got some gold in it, but this is what it looks like when it comes out of the mine. And again, all shapes and sizes, because you make dust, you make big rocks. And you take those and you feed them to the jaw crusher, and it gives you this. And this is, if you pan this, no two ways about it, you're going to find gold in there. Then from there, it goes into the rotary mill and turns it into this super fine powder dust, which, as you can see, I have a lot of. That is a 2 foot across mineral bucket that's a foot deep, and it's dang near full to the top of just straight pure dust. Now I just did a little bit, the bottom of this pan, about 1 inch high, and you can see, give it a chance to focus, but all them lighter speckles you're seeing there are either gold or possibly some silver. I need cleaner water there to go through it one more time, but I'll get it wet, see if it wants to pop. I'm not going to stop the video and super zoom it for you, but you can see for sure 20-30 specks in that little spot right there. Let me see if it'll focus one more time. Nope, this doesn't want to focus for you. But like right in there, there's some specks. But alright, fine, I'll super zoom, be right back. Alright, stopped and started over. This is the best I'm going to get with this camera. Maybe some more light. Oh, there we go. Focus. Focus. But I won't say everything that glitters in there is gold, but most of what glitters in there is gold. And you can see it walking to the top. And like I said, I just did a quick pan back for the camera. I will be most likely running this through a sluice to concentrate it, and then I'm going to run as much of it as I can over my Flower Gold Wizard cleanup sluice until I allocate a table for myself, which, big things coming. I will be the proud owner of a table very soon. All right, going back to regular. And just like that, we're back to regular. So, my plan with this is to do most likely a whole nother video of breaking this down and processing it. But my other plan with this is a certain amount of the ore in this bucket, and that bucket. Let's just say probably a gallon or better of each is brought back to go to Lucas. Lucas got to meet Dave. I know they had some talks. Sounds like they even maybe had some heated talks, and then back to normal again. I missed that. I wasn't at that event, but I know that Lucas will have a fun time with this material, especially knowing the guy that owns the mine that it came from. And it's way more than I need to go through. As a matter of fact, we had double this. My son got this much as well to go through. So, Lucas, if you're watching, we got to get together. I'm going to have at least a gallon of each of those for you. And then you can have a blast in your basement making some content. Where do I want to go next? I am kind of curious where my other bag... Oh, there it is. There it is. So this is... Oh, stuck on a bungee cord. That was really heavy. So this was my mother lode bag. I've already got the gems out of this. But there's probably gold in there. There's still maybe some stuff that I missed. So I'm probably going to dump both of those together. And when my wife does her thing, she gets to go through mine a second time for me with her way better than my eye. The rest of this is just random. Here's my gold bag. My Flower Gold Wizard cleanup setup. Everything you need to clean up gold is right in there. The pump, the battery, the cleanup sluice, the speed controller, the bowls, the spoon. A cooler that if I don't clean today is going to have to get thrown away because there is some funky stuff in there that didn't see any ice for the last 3 days, so I won't open that up. The tool pouch the 2 package that I brought, the green tote's full of tools, the other one's full of tools. I've used them a little bit. It's the best part about bringing stuff with. If you pack heavy, chances are you'll never need it. If you leave it at home, it'll be the first thing that you wish you had. That is my secondary gold bag. That's got all the extra pans, my square pan, my banjo pan, my regular plastic bucket classifiers, and just some leftover empty bags I brought with that can go back into the bag stash. So there's still quite a bit of stuff in my truck. The rock bag, that might actually, that's got, I filled that up with stuff to go into the mine, so I had stuff. Oh, and then this, the crystals. We never even talked about the crystals. Some of these rocks are from when we went crystal mining too, and I don't know, we'll have to figure out which ones they are. I think they're in that bag right there, and so you should see in some of these, yeah, there's some, but we went over this on the other video too. Some of these literally just like this guy here, it's covered in crystal, and if you look around you'll see the points sticking out. And I think this rock is absolutely in the other video, but this is my concentrates from there. And this is, it won't take me long to dig through here and find a clear, there's one. It's a little guy, but there is a crystal. So, again, another present for the wife. She's going to thoroughly enjoy that. All kinds of bonus brownie points for me. So, yeah, filled up that can. That's how much garbage I found between the truck and the camper. We did bring everywhere where I could see any kind of garbage, or we found this in the creek in the Missouri River, somebody's exhaust shield. All of that stuff I picked up and brought home. And like I said, this is what my back seat kind of normally looks like. And cool stuff in the doors. Rain gear, water, a lot of this stuff. Oh, and I brought the tourist information stuff home. We always collect those. And yeah, just a little bit left to clean up in here, and then it needs a vacuuming. But that is going to pretty well wrap it up for this video. Lots to come. There's going to be the whole video as soon as me and the boy collaborate on footage. I think I'm going to do one of my normal videos like you normally see from me, and then my boy is going to take all of my footage and mix it with the footage he shot with his 6K camera and blend all the audio together and just do what he does. He's a producer and a cinematographer. Did I say that right? I hope I did. And it'll probably take him a little while, but he's gonna have probably a hour-long video on our day at the underground mine, and I can't wait to see that. Oh, I don't know if we talked about this rock. This big rock came from granite from Princeton, the old mining town by Phillipsburg, and it is covered in rocks. No, it is covered in raw copper. Right, all in through here. Let's see, where's my finger? You can see the raw copper. And you see it, you wish it was gold, because look at the size of that stuff. My wife did kind of look at it, and she thought she saw a little pocket of gold on the backside, and that is very good possibility. In this, there's actually bigger chunks. Travis had tried to break the rock, and it wouldn't break, so he shaved a bunch of it off, and then I just took the whole rock. So, I don't know if we're going to break this in half. I really think it's just going to be cooler over there in the flower garden or over there in the rock garden. But it's just neat to be able to walk up and show people, look at that rock full of copper. So I don't know if we discussed that one before or not, but there it is. Anyhow, yeah, so this is going to take me some time. There's going to be a whole deal with this. I'll probably do a quick wash down of each of the 3 different ones, just to add to the video of me in the mine, and then I'll make a whole series of just working this down and getting Lucas's chunk out. This here and these 2 bags, that'll be a whole nother video. I think I'll probably work on sluicing this while Donna is looking for her gems. That'll be a fun video for us to make together. The North Carolina bag, I don't know what I'm going to do with that. There's decent gold in there. It's raw, unsearched pay dirt from the Lucky Strike mine. I went through one of them. I found maybe 1/10 of a gram, maybe a little more. So there's probably between 1/10 and 1/4 of a gram of gold in that bag. One of these days I'll get bored and go through it. Travis told me there's at least 3 ounces in this bag of dirt and maybe a little bit of gold. And boy, I think that pretty well sums it up. My whole week in a nutshell. I got to wear my flower gold wizard and represent the home team as much as I could in Montana. That is covered in dirt from Dave's mine. I don't even want to wash it. I should just frame it just like that. But no, it's getting washed because I want to wear that ASAP. It's my favorite hoodie. So thank you guys so much if you made it to this point in the video. Like, share, and subscribe. If you subscribe, you'll get to see the rest of these follow-up videos when they come. And I've got some giveaways coming up. I'm just right around the corner from 500. But I'm really thinking I want to start the big push and work my way to 1,000. And I know the giveaways is a good way to bring people in and earn some more subscribers. So if you're not already a subscriber, you should definitely just do me a big favor, click that button. I'm going to be giving a lot of the gold from this pile away for sure, because that's what I said I was planning to do with it. I have a big plan where one of you is going to end up with one of them sluices and a whole lot more. That's going to be closer to my 1,000 subscriber giveaway. So Start clicking that subscribe button. I know I have way more than 1,000 people that watch my videos, and I'm still in that 350, 360 range. So if you could help me out, it doesn't cost you anything. Just push that button. It'll take me to the next level sooner. I can start getting a couple of paychecks from YouTube, and then I can continue to make wonderful content like this for all you guys. Well, way better than this. This is just me walking around a bunch of crap in my yard that I gathered up this week. But look what cool crap it is. So, and if any of you guys want to reach out, like I said, I've got so much of this is going to go to Lucas, Mr. Glacier Gold Hunter. I would send some to Jason. And Jason, if you want some of this, yes, whatever you want, let me know. But I also know that you're getting this stuff nonstop. Jason and Dave are really close friends, as close as you can be for living 1,500 miles apart from each other. And I know Dave has brought, last year Dave brought Jason 10 or 15 bags of that stuff, bags like that. But yeah, Jason, if you want any of this fine, or any of that, same with Lucas or any of you other guys. I won't give anybody else as much as I would give Jason or Lucas. But if anyone wants some of this, you want me to whip up some bags for you like that, and maybe 3 of them bags, boom, 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 let me know. Send me a little money to cover some shipping, and I will for sure, send you a small sample of each one of those. And these rocks, you don't need any special equipment. If you've got a hammer and a hard surface, smash them with a hammer, turn it into dust, pan it out, and you'll end up with gold, just like that. Believe me, there's gold in there. It's itty bitty little tiny gold, but it's in there. So, all right, guys, have a great Saturday. I have to get all of this stuff safely put away before the rain comes. And then I have to do a few repairs in the camper. That thing just went 25, 26, 2,800, probably 3,400 miles with all the zigzagging we did through some really rough roads, and I bounced some things apart in there. I got to fix some corners, and my cabinets are a little loose and wiggly, and my drawer come apart, so I got to fix that. So it's getting some quick maintenance. Got to reload the food in the cooler, and the wife says, since you're home, let's go camping. So I can't wait to get it all loaded up and hooked up and off for another adventure this afternoon. So thank you so much. Like, subscribe, share. I will see you on the next one. Have a great day.
Hi.
What else do you like and subscribe? That's right, buddy.